Social media is an essential marketing tool. Having stylish-looking social media icons on your website that link to your social channels is needed for any business. Social sharing icons are an invaluable way to generate more traffic organically. My name is Daniel from Envato Tuts Plus, and in this tutorial, I'll go over how to add essential social media features to your WordPress website. By the end of this video, you'll have made it easy for visitors to follow you across all major social networks by adding icons that link through to your website's social media profiles, making it easier for your audience to share your site's content. If you are looking to take your WordPress website to the next level, then CodeCanyon and ThemeForest are perfect for you. CodeCanyon has an extensive library of the best WordPress plugins ever created, including plugins for e-commerce, calendars, advertising, newsletters, and much more. ThemeForest is the largest theme marketplace in the world. It features the best WordPress themes and website templates starting at just $2. You will find everything from marketing templates, blogging templates, e-commerce templates, CMS templates, and much more. So let's get started with adding social icons to your WordPress website. Oftentimes, your theme will already have a sufficient way for you to add social media icons to your website. That way you don't have to download any third-party apps to add these icons. If you're unsure whether your current WordPress theme supports the social links feature, then head on over to Theme Showcase, which displays a list of social media savvy WordPress themes. Most themes will not let you customize these icons, so we will go over an alternative method for adding social media icons. To do that, we'll go over to Appearance and then Customize. And then we'll go over to Menus and then click Create New Menu. We'll give this a descriptive name. We'll title it Social Media, and then click the Social Menu option, and then click Next. To add the first icon to your menu, click the Add Items, and then we'll click the Custom Link section. So then we'll add in our URL to our social media site, and then we'll add the link text, and that will just be the social media title. And then click Add to Menu. And then we'll do this for the rest of our social media channels. Finally, click Publish when you added all your social media channels. And then if we scroll down, we can see our social media icons are right here, and they link to the appropriate URL. If your theme doesn't provide you with a social links menu, then you can use a plugin. One plugin that is great for this task is Social Icons Widget. This is a free plugin that you can easily install and set up. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go to Plugins, and then click Add New. Then we'll do the search plugins, and type in Social Icons Widget. And we'll install the first one here by WP Zoom, and then click Activate. And now that the plugin is installed, it is time to add the social icons. So we'll go back to Appearance, and then Customize. And then we'll select the Widgets menu this time. And then we'll select the area that we want the widget to be present on. And then we'll click Add Block. And we'll type in Social Icons. And this is our plugin that was installed. So we'll click on Social Icons block. So now that the widget is added, we can go ahead and edit the widgets. If we click on one of the icons, we can then add in our URL right here. And we can also edit details and pick an icon color and pick a hover color, and we can also choose the icon, and we have a huge list of icons that we can choose from. So there's a lot more customization with this, and we can delete it as well. And then we have a few other options. We can move our icons over to the left and to the right, as well as add a new one as well. So we have a lot more customization here with our plugin, and we can also move this widget area up or down as we see fit. In our footer, we can also change the text alignment to left, center, and right. as well as move it to footer number 2 as well, or any other area that we have on our theme. And we click on the options. We have a few basic settings. And once we are happy with our changes, we can click publish. And then if we scroll down to the bottom of our page, we can see our icons are present. In addition, we can also add in a header if we would like. We can click the add block and then click the heading, have this be an H2, and we'll title it social icons. And then we want this to be above the social icons, so we'll click the move up arrow and it'll be above it. And this is of course optional. And we can style this if we wanted to change the heading to an H3, an H4, H5. We can bold, italicize it, and we can add a link as well. And again, click publish when you're done making changes. In addition to adding social media icons to your site, you'll want to have social sharing icons. By adding social sharing buttons to your website, you can allow visitors to share your content with just a few clicks. Not only can social sharing introduce your website to an entirely new audience, but people are more likely to pay attention to content that's shared organically by a third party, rather than by the person who created the content. We can add social sharing buttons to our site by using another free plugin called Simple Share Buttons Adder. So let's go ahead and add that to our site. This free plugin allows you to choose exactly where your social sharing buttons appear. You can even choose to hide the social sharing buttons on certain web pages. So we'll go to plugins and add new, and in the search field, we'll type in Simple Share Buttons Adder. Then click install now and activate again. And once it's installed, we'll go to settings and then simple share buttons. So first, let's specify exactly where these buttons should appear on your website. If we scroll down to locations, we have these sliders here for different sections of our website. You can use these sliders to restrict buttons to specific categories of content, such as pages, posts, and the home page. Alternatively, it may be quicker to specify where these buttons shouldn't appear by typing the name of each page into the hide on these pages field, which is right here. And all you need to do is add the page title. So let's say for our example, we're just gonna have it on the home page. So we'll just click on for the home page, and that will make it present just for the home page. Simple Share Buttons Adder gives you lots of different ways to style your sharing buttons. We can go down to the styling section, and we can see we have a huge list of all the stylings that we can customize. So for example, we can change the font size. Go ahead and boost that up. And we can see the preview up here change. That'll be the font size for the text. Say we want it at 17, and the font weight to be bold. And we'll change the text as well to share now. And of course, we can change these social sharing icons that we want shown just by dragging the icons below. If we go down to our preview, we can see that it was added. And if any of these social media platforms are what you want to add, you can just, again, drag and drop it. And you can remove some as well by just adding them back to the list. In addition to styling, we can also add counters. That way viewers can see how many times a piece of content has been shared. And we can do this just by turning it on. And you can see what the counters look like here. And again, it'll just populate with the number of times that it was shared. We can also change the style as well. And this is the basics of the plugin. Once you have made these changes, you can go ahead and click save. And then if we go on to our website and we scroll down, we can see our social sharing plugins are now present. But what if we want to embed these social sharing plugins anywhere we want to on our website? Once you've set up the social sharing buttons, you can embed them anywhere on your site using the automatically generated shortcode. If we open up this shortcode menu here, we can go ahead and click copy, and this will copy this shortcode. And we can go to any page or post and just add the shortcode wherever we would like. So if we go to pages, we can go to one of our pages and open it up and just add the shortcode by pasting it in and click update. And let's preview the page. And we can see it has been added. So we're going to, of course, add text here. We'll just copy this a bunch of times. Click update and preview. So we can see it is now above everything. And then if we moved the shortcode down, And update, preview. The social sharing buttons have now moved. Another popular way to display your social sharing icons is to have a floating bar that remains on the page when a user scrolls. To add this to your site, select the Share Bar tab. We'll go ahead and turn it on, and we'll have the same settings here with all the different icons, and these are the ones that are live on the site, and we can choose the location. We'll just choose the home page again, and then click Save, and we'll check our home page. And we can see our social sharing icons on the left-hand side here. And if we scroll down, they'll scroll with the page as well. So you can use either of these options. I would recommend using only one of the options. The left floating bar works best on modern websites, but you can of course add this anywhere on your website as well. In this tutorial, you learn how to add social icons to your site through your default theme or through a plugin. You also learn how to add social sharing icons to your site. This is a necessary step for all websites that are looking to generate traffic to their website. By going through this quick setup of social icons and sharing icons, you will give your website the best chance at success. Thank you so much for checking out this video, everyone. If you like this little tutorial and would like to see more, be sure to subscribe to the Envato Tuts Plus YouTube channel. If you're looking to learn even more, why not check out some of the other excellent tutorials that Envato Tuts Plus has to offer. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you next time.